Bryansk Oblast is a Russian federal subject located in the Central Federal District. The administrative center is Bryansk. Bryansk Oblast is a region in western Russia located near the borders with Belarus and Ukraine. Its position at the junction of East Slavic lands has given it a long history as a frontier, crossroads, and defensive zones. The administrative center, Bryansk, stands along the Desna River and has historically served as a regional center of trade, industry, and military importance. The geography of Bryansk Oblast is dominated by forests, river valleys, and gently rolling plains. Large stretches of woodland, especially the famous Bryansk forest, cover parts of the region and form one of the most ecologically important forest zones in European Russia. These forests historically provided timber, wildlife, and natural protection during times of war. The climate is temperate continental, with warm summers and cold winters, creating favorable conditions for both agriculture and forestry. Rivers such as the Desna, Volva, and Iput have long-shaped settlement patterns and transportation routes across the oblast. Historically, the territory has been contested and influenced by various East Slavic states. In medieval times, Bryansk was part of the shifting borderlands between the principalities of Kievan Rus, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, and later the Russian state. Because of its strategic location, the region often experienced invasions, political transitions, and military campaigns. Over centuries, Russian cultural and political influence gradually became dominant, though the region retained close historical connections with neighboring Belarusian and Ukrainian lands. During the imperial period, Bryansk developed into an important industrial and transport center. Railways constructed in the 19th century linked the region to Moscow, Ukraine, and Belarus, accelerating trade and urban growth. Metalworking, engineering, and timber industries expanded, while agriculture remained central in rural districts. The city of Bryansk itself became known for machinery production and railway workshops, foundations that continued into the Soviet era. The region is especially remembered for its role during World War II. After the German invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941, Bryansk Oblast became a major center of partisan resistance. Dense forests provided cover for Soviet partisan groups who carried out sabotage, intelligence gathering, and attacks against occupying forces. The Bryansk partisan became an enduring symbol in Soviet memory of resistance and sacrifice. At the same time, the region suffered immense destruction, occupation, and civilian casualties during the war. Under the Soviet Union, Bryansk Oblast continued to industrialize. Factories producing machinery, vehicles, textiles, and military equipment expanded, while collective farms dominated agricultural production in rural areas. Urbanization increased, though the region retained a strong rural character compared to more heavily industrialized parts of central Russia. One of the most significant modern events affecting the oblast was the 1986 Chernobyl disaster. Parts of southwestern Bryansk Oblast were contaminated by radioactive fallout due to their proximity to northern Ukraine. Some rural areas experienced long-term environmental and health impacts, leading to population decline, restrictions on agriculture, and ongoing monitoring programs. The effects of the disaster remain part of the region's modern history and identity. Economically, Bryansk Oblast today combines agriculture, forestry, and manufacturing. Grain cultivation, potatoes, dairy farming, and livestock production are important in rural districts, supported by fertile soils and a favorable climate. Industrial sectors include machinery, metalworking, chemicals, and timber processing. The oblast's border location also makes transportation and logistics economically significant, though geopolitical tensions around the Ukrainian conflict have increasingly affected cross-border trade and movement in recent years. Culturally, Bryansk Oblast reflects the traditions of Western Russia, with strong Orthodox Christian heritage and a cultural landscape shaped by village life, forests, and wartime memory. Folk music, crafts, and regional cuisine remain tied to agricultural traditions. Monuments, museums, and memorials dedicated to partisan fighters and wartime sacrifice occupy a prominent place in public life. The Bryansk forest itself is one of the region's defining features, both environmentally and symbolically. It supports diverse wildlife, including rare European bison populations, and represents one of the last large forest ecosystems in the area. Historically a refuge during conflict, it has become a symbol of endurance and continuity in regional identity. Bryansk Oblast ultimately stands as a borderland region shaped by forests, warfare, and resilience. Its history reflects the broader story of the Western Russian frontier, centuries of shifting political influence, strategic importance during major conflicts, and adaptation to changing economic and social realities. The combination of natural richness, industrial tradition, and deep historical memory gives the oblast a distinct place within the cultural geography of Western Russia. Like, comment, and share to support this channel. Subscribe for more hidden corners of the world.